Hello, I'm Jay Jackson. Welcome to WineNewsNoir.com. Thank you for watching and subscribing. We begin this episode with breaking news out of Tempe, Arizona, where the Maricopa County District Attorney has just issued an arrest warrant for 23-year-old Andrew Arenas, the man who plowed his car into the state's first black-owned wine bar while allegedly driving drunk. The crash happened Super Bowl weekend, forcing the Chic Chef 77 wine bar and bistro to close down, losing thousands of dollars in expected sales. Turns out Arenas was on probation after pleading guilty to multiple counts of sexual misconduct in 2021. He exposed himself and sexually assaulted nearly a dozen victims, including a 7-year-old girl and a 2-year-old boy. The probation was to last for 10 years, but the drunk driving crash triggered the arrest warrant. Arenas now faces up to 10 years in prison. The good news is that Chic Chef 77, owned by celebrity chef Nick Fields and her husband, is back up and running. In California, Black Hollywood leaders joined Black wine leaders to find common goals to attain common success. Called Pouring with Purpose, the first ever forum of its kind was designed to open doors of opportunity from Tinseltown to Napa Valley, all for a good cause. With rounds of applause and flights of wine, the first ever Pouring with Purpose fundraiser was the talk of the town in Inglewood, California.
I'm really impressed with the creativity which I experienced tonight.
Some 50-plus, mostly African-American wine lovers gathered at 1010 Wine and Events to sip, swirl, and shine at the gathering, which was sponsored by the influential online tastemaker Uncorked and Cultured. Angela McCrae is the website's founder and the executive director of the Association of African American Vintners, or AAAV, which will receive proceeds from this event.
So it's important for me, for us in an organization, to support entrepreneurs through the AAAV Wine Entrepreneur Grant.
A $25,000 shot of cash that will be dispersed between 5 AAAV members later this year.
As an entrepreneur, I understand the challenges, I understand the disadvantages that we have, and so as the executive director of AAAV, the Association of African American Vintners, it was a passion of mine to be able to put together an amazing opportunity for our vintners and wine producers.
For panelist Pata Arati, creator of the popular Saperi Sparkling Rosé, her message to budding wine lovers is simple.
To really look into joining AAAV. You don't have to be a part of the wine industry to join. We just need more people that are interested in wines, whether you're a wine enthusiast, and then also just know that if you're interested in becoming a member in the wine community, in the industry, that there's so many different routes and avenues that you can take. So come on in. You're all welcome.
You know, when you think about the Association of African American Vintners, you know, over 20 years old, advocating for diversity and inclusion in the wine space, it's important for the consumers to understand the value that they have and the power that they have by supporting these amazing Black wine producers.
You can still donate to AAAV's Entrepreneur Grant. Just go to aaavintners.org. And now for more news in the world of wine, here's Iris Farr with Wine in a Minute.
Welcome to Wine in a Minute. I'm Iris Farr. California grape growers produced the lowest amount of wine grapes last year in more than a decade. The state's Food and Agriculture Department's Grape Crush report says the 3.4 million tons harvested in 2022 is the lowest since 2011. Growers say the mega drought, climate shift, and severe frost are to blame. A new study is showing just how much damage COVID inflicted on the restaurant industry. Research firm Technomics says there are 72,000 fewer restaurants in America than the pre-COVID years. The firm says that number is expected to fall even further as the number of restaurant business applications drop. Santa Rosa Junior College is raising the bar for tasting room employees. It's offering an 8-week course on managing a tasting room. Other training includes closing sales, hosting tours, along with hiring and training staff. The cost of the course is $92. That's all for this month's Wine in a Minute. I'm Iris Farr.
Okay, Iris, thanks for that report. And finally, an exclusive interview with one of the hottest young talents in Hollywood. And he just happens to love wine.
This season 2, Clang Clang. Hey.
It's back. Season 2 of the hit NBC comedy Grand Crew makes its return this month, and no one's happier than its creator, Phil Augusta Jackson. For him, it's personal.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for the success of the show.
He talked exclusively with WineNewsNoir.com about the show 1 week before its March 3rd premiere.
I think on top of it being a network show and how hard it is to develop a show and get it on air, the show is deeply personal to me. It's inspired by, me hanging out at a wine bar with my friends, and so to have a story that comes from a personal space, be embraced by the network and then be embraced by a community of people once it was out, just really felt nice. And creatively, it's I'm feeling really just thankful and have a lot of gratitude for having a second season of the show about to come out.
Grand Crew also airs on the Peacock network, and during the off-season, it was the streaming service's #1 new comedy.
The world is digital nowadays, and thankfully, as the episodes started to roll out on linear, on the network, more and more people started to catch on to the show. Fans of wine, fans of comedy, fans of hangout comedies, and so being the #1 new comedy on Peacock really felt incredible. And again, because the conceit of the show comes from a personal space, it felt extra nice just to have that idea be embraced by a community of people. So.
For Jackson, the show is a window into a world that isn't seen enough when it comes to wine and the African American community.
I think it's important to see Black people in all facets of life, and I think wine is a thing that you don't typically associate as being Black, but there are a tremendous number of Black people that love wine, that are wine enthusiasts, that are kind of wine amateurs and everything in between, like myself.
All right, congrats on that success. And that's going to do it for this month's edition of WineNewsNoir.com. Please visit our sponsors listed on the website. Again, thank you for watching and subscribing. I'm Jay Jackson. Cheers.